58, question number 8. Chaudhary Agro Company of Viara issued 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each to public. How many shares are issued? 5 lakhs. What is the face value? 10. Company called rupees 3 per share on application, 4 per share on allotment, and 3 per share on first and final call. 3 plus 4? 7 plus 3? Company received applications for 5,75,000 equity shares from public, and excess applications were rejected and money paid on them was refunded. Anywhere pro rata is mentioned? No. So we have to do it normally as we used to do it earlier. Like how many shares were issued? 5 lakhs. Applications received? 5,75,000. So oversubscribed by 75,000. First entry you'll pass with 5,75,000 shares. Second entry refund with 75,000 shares. After that every entry and amount with 5 lakh shares. Viral. Yes, Viral, who had applied for 2,000 shares, had paid full amount, and had paid full amount rupees 10 per share along with application. Now, understand this. At application, the person is supposed to pay only 3 rupees. Now, this is a very rich person. He has paid full 10 rupees at the time of application. So, can I say allotment 4 and first call 3 he has paid in advance? Yes. So, our second entry will come same as pro rata. Equity share application account debit to bank with refund, to share capital with amount transfer to share capital, to allotment. On this, 2,000 shares. 4 rupees of allotment is received in advance, that will directly be transferred to share allotment. And to calls in advance, same 2,000 shares, 3 rupees of final call is received in advance, that will be transferred to calls in advance. So second entry will be same like pro rata. Okay, allotment we discussed becomes due immediately, so we directly transfer to allotment. Call will become due in future, so we transfer to calls in advance. Is everyone clear with it? Next. Company had allotted him all the shares applied for. Yagnesh, who was allotted 2,500 shares, had paid amount due on first and final call along with share allotment money. Again, one more advance. At the time of allotment, you are supposed to pay only 4 rupees. Now, Yagnesh holding 2,500 shares has paid 7. He has paid allotments 4 rupees as well as first and final calls 3 rupees. That first and final call again he has paid in advance. So again, when we receive allotment money, that time also we will have the entry of calls in advance. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of company for above transactions. Total 6 entries will come, 3 installments, 2 entries of each installment. It's a normal question only, and only one working, that installment is working. Okay. The only important point is there is advance received at the time of application also and at the time of allotment also. So first working, yes, don't talk in between. Installments. And face value. 3 installments are there: application, allotment and call. Who is talking in between? Application 3 plus allotment 4 plus call 3, total 10. Only one working, that's it. Okay, there are no calls in areas, no forfeitures, called up capital and amount forfeited will also not come. Journal entries, in the books of Chaudhary Agro Company. Did you all start with assignment of addition? Yes. I hope everyone is sincerely doing it on your own. How many of you had come extra for the backup of that? So for confusions you had come. Your doubts are clarified? Yes. Or still any confusion is there? Clarified. Everyday basis do it that way only. Tomorrow again next 2 questions of admission. If you have any confusion, then you come across extra for that. Okay? After admission, I'll be giving for retirement, then statistics, I'll give correlations back up. Now we are ready. Who are still making the format? 20 more seconds, do it fast. This I'll not discuss, I'll straight away explain. It's a very simple question. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now be attentive everyone, complete silence. First entry, bank account debit to equity share application account. Now see here, first entry with 5,75,000 equity shares. Understand it first. Into 3 rupees of application plus be attentive. Viral has paid advance money. Now first of all tell me 2,000 shares which are allotted to Viral. Are his shares included in this 5,75,000? Yes. Yes. Total applications we have received 5,75,000. That already includes that 2,000 also. Means Viral's shares 2,000 rupees is already multiplied with 3. Now how much advance he has paid? Extra money he has paid. Allotment and call 7. So extra money we are receiving in application is 2,000 into 7, 14,000. 575 into 3, 17,25,000 plus 14,000. Total amount we have received 17,39,000. Okay, total amount we have received is 17,39,000. Did everyone understand this? Yes. I repeat it again. Normally we count 5,75,000 into 3, that is done only. But Viral has paid advance money at the time of application. In 5,75,000 shares, 2,000 shares of Viral are also included. So they are already multiplied with 3. Now what is the extra money he is paying us? He is paying allotment and call in extra. So 7 rupees he is paying extra. Means in addition to application money, we are receiving 14,000 more. So what is the total amount we are receiving? Applications amount of 17,25,000. Plus extra amount in advance we are receiving 14,000, total 17,39,000. Did everyone understand this? Raise your hand who is not clear with it. Being application money received on 5,75,000 equity shares at the rate of rupees 3 each, and allotment and call money received in advance on 2,000 shares. Got it, everyone? Now second entry will come exactly same like pro rata. So equity share application account, we will debit and close with full amount 17,39,000. Understood this, everyone? Any doubt of this? Did you all write it? To bank account. Now, how much was over subscription? 75,000 into 3 rupees of application, 2,25,000. Equity share application to bank with the refund of 75,000 into 3, 2,25,000. Understood this? To equity share capital account, now first entry with 5,75,000, second entry refund with 75,000, after that everything with 5. So remaining 5 lakh shares into 3 rupees of application, 15 lakhs we will transfer to equity share capital account. Okay. And advance 7 rupees we had received. Out of that 4 we will transfer to share allotment and 3 we will transfer to calls in advance. So to equity share allotment account, 2,000 into 4, 8,000, and to calls in advance account, 2,000 into 3, 6,000. Did you all understand this? So, in this amount, 14,000 extra was included. Out of that 14,000, 8,000 we have transferred to allotment account and 6,000 we have transferred to calls in advance account. So as I said, entry will be like pro rata. Did you understand this? Because we have received advance money. Anyone who did not understand this entry? One more time. Share application you will debit and close with full 17,39,000. To bank account refund with over subscription 75,000 into application 3, 2,25,000. Equity share capital remaining 5 lakh shares into 3, 15 lakhs. Share allotment advance money of 2,000 into 4, 8,000. And calls in advance money of 2,000 into 3, 6,000. Is everyone clear with this? B. Application money refunded, transferred to share capital and amount received in advance transferred to share allotment and calls in advance account. So everyone is clear with the first 2 entries? So 2 entries of application are done, now 2 entries of allotment. So third entry will be equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Now we have to pass all these entries with how many shares? 5 lakhs. And allotment is 4 rupees. So 5 lakhs into 4, 20 lakhs. Did you all understand this? Being allotment money due on ₹5 lakh equity shares at the rate of rupees 4 each. Now, receipt of allotment money, be a danger. Normally we pass the entry bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Okay, normally we pass this entry. But now if you read that last paragraph, Yagnesh holding 2500 shares, he has paid final call money with allotment money. It will affect this entry. When we are receiving allotment money, like when we were receiving application money, at that time we included the amount of allotment and call. Same way now when we are receiving allotment money, then Yagnesh has paid final call money with allotment money. That will be transferred to calls in advance account. Did you understand this combined entry? So normal entry is bank to share allotment, but one shareholder Yagnesh has paid first and final call along with allotment. So that amount will go to calls in advance. Now how many shares Yagnesh is holding? 2500. And he has paid 3 rupees in advance. So calls in advance is 2500 into 3, 7500. Got it, everyone? Now remember in pro rata how do you used to count this allotment money? How will you count this? 20 lakhs minus 8,000. Because out of 20 lakhs, Viral already paid 8,000 in advance with application. Will he pay that allotment money again? So what allotment money? Now we will receive 20 lakhs minus 8,000, 19 lakh 92,000. Did you understand this? I repeat it, allotment was 20 lakhs minus 8,000 is already received in advance, and that amount was straight away transferred to share allotment account. So now what we will receive for allotment is 19 lakh 92,000. Any doubts with this? 20 lakhs minus 8,000. Total money what we have received is 19 lakh 99,500. 7,500 plus 19 lakh 92,000. Total amount what we have received at the time of allotment is 19 lakh 99,500. Did you understand this, everyone? Being allotment money received along with call money received in advance, on 2,000 shares, sorry, 2,500 shares at the rate of rupees 3 each. Now, 2 of application are done, 2 of allotment are done. Now 2 entries of call. So equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account. So all entries we have to pass with how many shares? 5 lakhs. And first and final call is 3. So 5 lakhs into 3, 15 lakhs. Did everyone understand it? B. First and final call money due on ₹5 lakh equity shares at the rate of ₹3 each. Now if you remember, in the last question of the chapter, 24th question, we discussed, now when we receive call money, is Viral going to pay it again? No. Is Yagnesh going to pay it again? No. So which account we have to close? Calls in advance. And that will combine. What we have to do to close this 2 calls in advance? Debit. Means now the last combined entry will become bank account debit, calls in advance account debit to equity share first and final call account. Okay, 24th question, I told you to repeat in homework. In that question also it was like this because there was no similar illustration. First and final call you credit with full amount of 15 lakhs. You go reverse. Calls in advance, this 6,000 plus this 7,500, 13,500. 13,500 we have received in advance, and remaining 86,500. 15 lakhs minus 13,500, 14 lakh 86,500. Is everyone clear with this? Any doubts on this entry? B. First and final call money received after adjusting calls in advance.
1047750.
Yes, 1,04,77,500. So everyone is clear with this question? This was the question we left out in between. At that time I left out because we had just studied calls in areas. So you just digested the concept of calls as areas, and suddenly I bring in between calls in advance, you would get confused at that point of time. And majority questions we do with calls in areas only. So I left out the question at that point. And after ProRata you find it very simple. Same question, if I would have done it earlier, 20 more minutes I would have wasted in just explaining why these accounts and why these amounts are going to that account. So all are clear with this, but very less chances of being asked in exams, because generally in exams with four features something should be. Your homework will be illustration 5 and 6. I'll just brief you up the points in that. Don't need to see the illustration, just be ready. In illustration 5, you have only one calls in advance, which is received directly at the time of allotment. Only this one. Illustration 5 is very easy one. This you don't have. No advance is received with application. The first 2 entries become normal. Bank to application, application to bank to share capital. That's it. Directly at the time of allotment, we have one person who has paid final call in advance, and that you will close it at the time of final call. Okay, so 5 is a part of this, and 6 is exactly similar. You have advance with application also, and advance with allotment also. Got it? Take out the first page of summary in the notebook. find that diagram of issue, forfeiture, reissue? Where I told you 3 topics are there in the chapter: issue, forfeiture and reissue. Then further, all these 3 topics we have done in detail in the class. Issue also, forfeiture also, reissue. In issue I made you like 2 things. Issue for cash and then B for consideration other than cash. I told you that B part will do at the end of the chapter. Only one question is like that in the illustration. In exercise also there is no similar question. So understand that point now. In the summary, do you have space? If there is half a page, then you write it there. Issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Okay, issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Again, last illustration is there, similar type, so I am doing it. But for 8 marks it cannot come. For 4 marks, for 4 marks I will in option 2 questions will come. There it can come, so I am doing it. Okay. Now, issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Understand what is this? See, for cash means so far we have been receiving cash only, which we deposit in the bank, so we call it as bank account. Now, other than cash, you give the shares, then what can you receive? Assets. If you give the shares other than cash, what we can receive is assets. Suppose I purchase furniture of 5 lakhs. The company purchases furniture of 5 lakhs. And instead of paying the money against that 5 lakhs, company gives its own shares of the value of 5 lakh rupees to the vendor, to the seller of that furniture. This is called, we are issuing the shares. But against that 5 lakhs of shares, we are not getting cash, we are getting furniture of 5 lakhs. Consideration other than cash. Now tell me one thing. Like in cash, it is possible that 10 rupees of face value, you break it up into 3 of application, 3 of allotment and 3 of, or 4 of allotment and 3 of call. Furniture which you are going to receive 5 lakhs. Can we break that in installments? Then you give the handle first, then you give the seat, then you give the legs. Here whole set of furniture is going to be received at one stroke only. So we don't have any installments. Straight away, furniture account debit to share capital. Whatever things we receive directly to share capital. No installments. Understood this? Further, if we purchase or take over the entire business of someone, then that business will include assets also and liabilities also. That business will include assets also and liabilities also. So suppose I take over the entire business, or company takes over the entire business which has assets of 10 lakhs, liabilities of 4 lakhs. How much should we pay them? 6 lakhs. Because the benefit what the company will be getting is only 6 lakhs. After you take over that company, then on that business behalf you also have to pay 4 lakhs. So 10 lakhs minus 4 lakhs, we should pay how much? 6 lakhs. But suppose the other business asks for 6,50,000. Can they ask 6,50,000 against 6 lakhs? Yes. We are purchasing a well-established business. So when you take over that business, you don't have to set that business, you don't have to establish that business. Directly from the first day, turnover of customers will be there. So they can charge extra 50,000 for their reputation. So here, if we pay more amount than what we are getting, then excess amount will debit to goodwill account, because we have paid that extra money for reputation. And suppose the other business is a loss-making business. So I tell them, your net assets are 6 lakhs, but I will not pay you more than 5,50,000. Already it's a loss-making business, I have to convert into profit. If you are willing to sell, fine, otherwise I don't want to buy. Then he sells it to me for 5,50,000. Here I am in a profit of 50,000. One-time profit, capital profit. This I will transfer to capital reserve. Being a capital profit, this I will transfer to capital reserve. If I am paying more, I will debit goodwill. If I am paying less, being a capital profit, I transfer to capital reserve. Did you understand this concept? So two entries will come. Read on. First, for purchasing business, business will include assets also and liabilities also. So other business assets become our assets. They are receivables for us. Debit the receivables. So assets account debit. Did you understand this? Leave two lines. Their liabilities become our liabilities. Credit the payables to liabilities account. Did you understand this? Did you leave two lines in between?
Yes.
And whosoever is the seller, vendor, from whom we are purchasing, vendor is the giver, credit the giver to vendor account with the amount of purchase consideration. As I said to you, that if we have paid more amount or amount payable is more than the net assets, then we have to debit goodwill. If amount payable is less, then we have to credit capital. So goodwill account will further debit if balancing figure comes in debit column and capital reserve account you will credit if balancing figure comes in credit column. Remember, either you will have goodwill or you will have capital reserve. We will not be making any workings for this as it's done in textbook. What we will do is pass the journal entry leaving one line in between. How many lines you leave? One. Means you pass the entry asset account debit, leave one line. Two liabilities, two vendor. If difference comes in debit column, then take it as goodwill. If balancing figure comes in credit column, take it as capital reserve. Is everyone clear with it? So when we solve the questions, workings are not needed. Directly we'll get the amount of goodwill or capital reserve here. How will we pass the entry? Assets account, debit, then leave one line, two liabilities, two vendor account. After that, if balancing figure comes in debit column, write it as goodwill, credit column, capital. That line which you have left in between, there you will write. Okay. And second entry for issue of shares. For issue of shares, vendor is the receiver, debit the receiver, vendor account debit, and directly to share capital account. Here there are no installments. So straight away whatever value of shares you have issued, you transfer it to share capital account. And in case they are issued at premium, then vendor account debit to share capital to security premium account. Did everyone understand this? Look at illustration 19. Not many unnecessary points are covered, but mainly focus from that 14 to 23 questions. 1 8 marks question definitely you will get from that. This all may come at all in option there. Look at page 50, question number 90. Period here. There are two options. First, we solve one option, then we'll read the second option and understand it. Akash Limited issued 8 lakh equity shares of 10 each towards purchase of business of Patel Brothers. Means, what amount we are paying to the vendor Patel Brothers is 8 lakhs into 10, 80 lakhs. Okay. I read it once again. Akash Limited issued 8 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each towards purchase of business of Patel Brothers, Vanshit and Tarun P. So what we are paying to Patel Brothers is 8 lakhs into 10, 80 lakhs. Company purchased following assets and liabilities of the firm. Land and building market is A, it's an asset, so you would debit that. Okay. Plant and machinery, assets, market is A. Vehicle and furniture, A. Debtors, A. Creditors, liability, market is L. Stock, asset A. Bills receivable, asset A. Did you understand this? This all will come in the first entry. Write journal entries in the books of the company. Below paragraph we'll read afterwards. This is option A. Is everyone clear with this? So make the format. Journal entries in the books of Akash Limited. First, we are doing with option A. That is 8 lakh equity shares of 10 each are issued. Okay, we are doing with that option. Then the formats everyone. Okay, we read them now. First entry will pass. Yes, silence now. First entry will pass assets, then we'll leave one line, 2 liabilities and 2 Patel Brothers account. Vendor is Patel Brothers. So put on first entry. Land and building account debit. $28 lakhs. Plant and machinery account debit 16 lakhs. Vehicle and furniture account debit 20 lakhs. Debtors account debit 4 lakhs. Stock account debit 8 lakhs. And bills receivable account debit 8 lakhs. So assets account debit. Did you understand this? Now leave one line. Okay, leave one line blank and write down 2 liabilities is creditors. To creditors account 8 lakhs and to Patel Bro account now what we have to pay to Patel Brothers is that 8 lakhs into 10, 80 lakhs. Okay, 8 lakhs into 10, 80 lakhs. Is everyone clear with this amount of 8 lakhs into 10? First sentence, the information is given that we are going to issue 8 lakh shares of 10 each. Got it, everyone? Now be attentive. Everyone be attentive here. 28, 44, 64, 68, 76, 84. Total of debit is 84 lakhs.
Yes.
Able to understand this? Total of debit amount is 84 lakhs. And credit is 88 lakhs. What is the total of debit? 84 lakhs. Credit? 88 lakhs. Where does the balancing figure remain? Debit column 4 lakhs remain. That you will write goodwill. Goodwill account debit in bracket balancing figure. Is everyone clear with this? So goodwill account debit with the balancing figure of 4 lakhs. So you see that they have done a long workings to calculate that 4 lakhs, which is not needed. Straight away pass the entry, leave one line in between. If same difference comes in credit column, then you write 2 capital reserve. Understood that? Being business of Patel Brothers taken over. Being business of Patel Brothers taken over. Okay. Now next entry. Patel Brothers is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So Patel Brothers account debit. We have to pay 80 lakhs to him. Okay, Patel Brothers account debit with 80 lakhs. 2 equity share capital account 80 lakhs. Okay, directly we will transfer 80 lakhs to equity share capital account. Did you understand this? Being 8 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each issued to Patel Brothers. ₹1 crore 68 lakhs. Now, put your pens down. See the question further. Below that point now, one more information is given. Underline, if company issues 3,50,000 equity shares of 10 each at a premium of rupees 10 per share towards the purchase of Patel Brothers business, then pass journal entries in the books of company. Now understand what difference will it make, be attentive. Put your pens down, understand it first. If, silence, you are issuing 3,50,000 equity shares of 10 each at a premium of 10, means the price of share is 10 plus 10, 20. Premium we add, discount we minus. Face value 10 plus premium 10 means you are giving him the shares at what value? 20 rupees. What price? 20 rupees. Now, this Patel Brothers, we have to pay 3,50,000 into 20, 70 lakhs. Do you all understand this or not? Okay, Patel Brothers, now what we have to pay is 3,50,000 into 20, 70 lakhs. Any confusion with this? How did we get 20? 10 plus 10 of premium. Now tell me, how much was this? 84 lakhs. Credit 78 lakhs. Now 84 and 78 difference 6 lakhs. Where does that difference remain now? In credit column now difference remains. So that will transfer to capital reserve account. In bracket balancing figure. Understood this? Now Patel Brothers account will debit and close with full amount of 70 lakhs. But how much is face value? 10. And how much is premium? 10. What will go to share capital is only 3,50,000 into 10. 35 lakhs. And premium of 10 rupees will go to security premium account. That will be 3,50,000 into 10. 35 lakhs. Stop talking. I repeat it again. Patel Brothers will debit with full amount of 70 lakhs. But out of that 20 rupees face value is 10 and premium is 10. So 35 lakhs will go to share capital and 35 lakhs will go to security. Did you understand this, everyone? So below that, solve B option completely. You will solve it completely again. The new points I have written with red. Same narration will come. In the second narration, instead of 8 lakh, you will write 3,50,000 and you will mention at a premium of 10. And 1 crore 54 lakhs will be the total for second option. So all of you are clear with this difference? So this was the last point in the chapter and there is no exercise question, only illustration 19. Not very important, so I am not making you to repeat it in the homework. Okay? The homework is only the illustration 5 and 6 plus admissions assignment.